On BBC News Tonight, we asked the question, how does your media project represent particular social groups? Our media correspondents, Natalie Sharman, Harriet Watson and Laura Thurtle, are here to tell us more about how their film opened.
Well, stereotypes are very common. Teresa Perkins, in Rethinking Stereotypes in 1997, described the assumptions many people hold about them. These being that stereotypes about minority groups, they are simple and that they are rigid and don't really change much.
Within our media product, we have two teenagers, one boy and one girl, representing youth culture, youth males and youth females. The social groups are therefore going to be related around the teenage stereotypical groups that are called subcultures. St. Trinity's is a perfect example of these subcultures, being that there are many social groups within the film. Some of them are the odds, the first years, the chavs, the posh totties, the geeks, the emos, the eco-freaks and the flower balls. These are very Americanized culture stereotypes.
Subcultures are usually divided by certain aspects of life, such as wealth, fashion, technology and intelligence. In our media product, we mainly have two social groups. For the boy, Oscar, this would be the posh popular group. This is because we are portraying him to be this well-educated, well-brought-up and a new pupil to the school, who will become very popular in the film if it was to go on.
For the girl, Emma, she would stereotypically be categorised in the chavs unpopular group. This is because her character is completely different to the character of Oscar. She's deprived of things such as loving home, family, money and a good upbringing. Actually, Emma has taken on more traditional male roles as being perceived, not opening, as the opposite of stereotypical characteristics. With both characters representing completely different social groups, the opening relates to more of our teenage target audience, which is youth. The youth today are usually focused on wealth, popularity within the school and out, fashion, relationships, and even the pressure of academic results, parents and friendship. All this contributing to a stressful life of people at such a young age.
So you talked about representations of gender. Can you elaborate on what you mean?
Yes, well, gender should not be confused with sex. Gender is a social construction, whereas sex is biological. Going back to stereotypes of gender, many films have societal representations of what gender has what representations. For example, a female in the film is usually passive, so they talk a lot, they are weak, emotional and soft, whereas a male has usually the characteristics of being dominant, strong, intelligent and hard. Over the past 20 years, we would expect that the representation of gender would have evolved to take into account women's increasing equality in Western society.
Okay, thank you for joining us, girls. We'll keep an eye out for In Another Life.
Thank you.